Doki Doki Literature Club is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. As such, the following video contains sounds and images that may be considered graphic and unsettling to many viewers, including the 2 players of this game. Viewer discretion is highly advised. A full list of warnings can be found on Doki Doki Literature Club's website, which is listed below, and there's a link to that also in the description of this video. I always forget what password I...
Yowie hands.
I should definitely make that my password. Now that it's been broadcast to the entire internet.
Yowie hands with Mike.
Mike.
Fuck.
That's a callback to a long time ago.
Fuck hands McYowie. Alright.
Okay, yeah, now we start the poem.
Alright, so who are we going after this time? We didn't even do like an open...
Oh, yeah.
Hi. I'm Fuck Hands McYowie. Hi, I'm Dawn.
My name's Dan. I mean Alan.
Why the fuck would you be Oh. It took me a minute. I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? And, welcome back to whatever episode this is. Episode Fuck You of Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yeah, it's something like, what, 8?
7, 8?
Yeah, we'll say all the numbers and then we'll just cut it in.
Yeah, so we'll
episode
start.
1, 2,
3,
4,
5,
6,
7,
8,
9,
20.
Okay, who are we going for this time? So we had gone for Yuri before.
Yeah, so I
think...
think...
Do we want to continue with that?
I don't know. I think we could probably go with Natsuki. Just because... Explore that.
But I'm wondering if we should stick with it for consistency.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Since this is a new game, but not really a new game.
Okay. Well, since we're going for that one, I think the best one would be Explode.
I'm wondering... Man... I wonder if there's just options for Natsuki and Yuri, or if Sayori's options are still here. I wonder what would happen if we chose one of hers. But I'm not seeing... Because Boop, Awesome Flower, Dazzle, those are all color. Yeah, let's go with Explode.
Explode!
I don't know why that startled me! Like, your voice is thrown in a weird way, and it didn't sound like it was coming from you, and I don't know why that startled me. Okay, we're exploding.
Woo!
Marshmallow.
Death. Yep.
Yep.
No, I remember Fantasy didn't really get with it. I remember last time we did this, it went to Natsuki. So...
Fancy word.
Fancy word, yeah.
Nibble.
Bubbles. Unrequited.
Unrequited was one of Sayori's.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Infernal.
Misfortune.
Yep. Oh, Scars would have worked too. I just saw that one.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Agonizing. Captive. Oh, Hope. No. Hopeless is one of Sayori's too, right? What? You're whispering things in my ear, Dusk.
Well, click Vivacious, I guess. Sensation.
Oh, cool. Philosophy. Heaven Sent.
I like that.
Yeah. Strawberry.
Most of these are, like, silly.
Alright. Vertigo.
You can do Vertigo, yeah.
Oh, no! Oh, it was supposed to be horror. There was horror down there.
Oh, well, it's fine.
Tragedy. Wait. This is weird. It feels like we have a really good hit record because we haven't got a single one that's Natsuki.
Well, I mean, the two of them are so different that it's, like, really obvious. Alright, so...
Blanket! We have to do Blanket.
Oh, you're right. We gotta do Blanket. Unending?
Yeah.
Desire? Comfort?
No, Desire.
Desire? Okay.
Yeah. Intellectual. No, she doesn't like being labeled as intellectual. I think entropy would be better. Yeah. Wrath, Tears, secretive. Contamination.
I kind of want to go Breathe.
Do it. Doki Doki.
Doki Doki!
That's obviously not skiing. Yeah. Graveyard.
Hell yeah. Melancholy.
Yeah.
Parfait. Incongruent, I'm thinking.
Maybe a disaster as well.
Oh yeah, we can do disaster. Alright.
Let's steamroll through this.
I don't know how I've already forgotten the accent. Well, hi again, Blanky. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Don't worry about it. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back in the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. What?
It's not happy that we chose her.
No, it's because that was Sayori's line last time.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Thanks for keeping your promise, Blanky. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
What the fuck?
I hate you. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan just to come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Hey, you're in the way, goddammit! Who's that supposed to be? Who's saying that?
It's Monica.
Yeah.
Well, Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the club room.
The audio just kind of got fuzzy. You heard it too?
Yeah, it like went off key.
Keep going.
She's also not to scale.
Is she?
No, she's not.
Maybe Yuri's just big.
She should... It's like zoomed in on these two. Normally they're not this big. Monica, I think.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
I don't know what you said then. Manga's literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
I'm sorry, Blanky. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay?
Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance.
Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read?
Well, you can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now.
Is the background tilted?
Holy shit, you're right!
The audio skipped.
Just keep going. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. They're mixing two songs together.
No, wait. It went... I don't like this.
She's getting closer.
Is she? Is she actually getting closer? Fuck, you might be right.
She is! Look, if you look at the
Oh my god,
edge.
no! Let's keep going, please, let's keep going!
So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask.
Wait. I didn't mean it like that. If you really don't want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
It's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club.
That explains why I'm having such a hard time looking at this, because it's moving very slightly, and it's like straight up, like, giving me motion sickness.
I want to try to be part of this club. So, even if I don't read often, I'll be happy to pick up a book if you want me to.
Are you sure? I just feel like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like.
Yuri reaches for her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. But
How could this girl accidentally be
Oh
so
no!
cute?
She's not getting closer. The background's just rotating more.
Well, it looks like
It might be getting closer too, but it's definitely rotating.
I think it's both. She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club.
Thank God it's not doing the thing anymore.
No, we got really close, cause like...
Yeah, it was, cause that desk was like, here.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm so glad it's not doing that anymore. That was hurting my head. Have you already said this one?
Yes.
Okay.
But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is suddenly already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Yay! Music changes!
I was really scared it just stopped.
Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second.
Alan,
Yep.
this is gonna sound really dumb for me to focus on. I think her boobs are bigger in this part. Remember how Natsuki, like, called her out in the last one on the second day? Like, on the second day after we joined?
I didn't notice.
I don't know, I might be crazy. Anyways. Dusk is just like, I don't know, I haven't been looking. What are you looking at me for?
She sneaks a glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper into her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. There's a line across her. I wonder if that one's intentional or if that's actually a
I didn't
glitch.
even notice that. It's probably
No,
intentional.
It's intentional because it's across her neck.
Oh shit, her eyes.
Goodbye!
It's moving too!
Yeah. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
Ah, fuzzy sounds, go away. That's the book you gave me, right? Is her eye just gonna keep going? How far will it go?
I want to know. Look.
Go, I go!
I wanted to reread some of it. Oh.
No,
it's
I think it's every animation.
lower now.
Now it's moving again.
Yeah.
I think it's every time it changes
I don't know
frame.
if it's moving again, but it's not in the same place. It's not right. It's like disconnected.
Nothing?
Yeah.
They're moving apart.
Maybe? They might be.
Wow.
I can't tell. Maybe? It's really throwing me off. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them.
I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts picking up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's the story about anyway?
Well,
I look at the cover of the book. The book is entitled Portrait of Makarov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. What?
is that why her eye, maybe it might have something to do with that? I don't know. Anyways. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison.
Wait.
This is different.
Yeah, that's different.
And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to...
That's not how selective breeding works.
Yeah. Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs.
Yep. That's kind of... It's kind of dark, isn't it?
Yeah, because the last one was
really
just about, like...
I can't remember what exactly it was about.
It was about, like, a girl who had, like, some sort of... I don't remember.
Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. So that dark turn came out of nowhere.
No, it didn't sound nice at all from the start.
No.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Mikey?
No, it's not that. I mean, I definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forget that Yuri's into these things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind of it's the kind that challenges you. It's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen just because someone wants to be evil.
Because the world is filled with horrible people, and you're all worthless anyway.
Like that? Oh!
Then suddenly...
Yeah, it's gonna do that.
Yeah, okay. I'm a compulsive saver, okay? I'm rambling, aren't I? I pushed the wrong button. Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. Oh.
You went way too deep there.
That was way too deep. Don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. Whoa! Hold on, what was said?
I don't think it's gonna give it to us. Something about, I saw the word history in there.
Yeah, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I don't really think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. And the least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, for some reason my voice is like down a couple notes after doing that
I
deep
mean,
voice.
you did like a hardcore hurt
Yeah.
your voice thing.
I might as well get started reading it, right? You got cat bug, don't worry.
It's not okay. Yes, I mean, you don't have to, but...
What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the door and start the
Door?
I open the book and start with the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. You're reading a real fucked up book, bro.
Yeah.
It's as if I feel her pressure over my presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, but a little distracting. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. I feel like a jump scare's coming. Coming! It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry.
Oh,
I was just bathing in something!
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here. This should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, and then I hold my book more between the two of them.
Between the desks.
Yeah.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in her way. Is in the way? I've been in a way.
My left arm is in a way!
My brain is like going all over the place and I can't fucking focus. Alright, it feels like my left arm is in the way. So instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Yuri takes her left arm, holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Jump scare! Aha! I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready? To turn the page.
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second.
I'm gonna call it right now. I think something's gonna show up on the computer.
Ooh, good. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go on the page and letting it flutter over her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. What?
But the story's more fucked up!
What? Those...
No, I don't relate to this character at all.
Oh, her eyes are way scarier than last time.
Yeah, she didn't react like this the first time. Definitely not.
Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that.
That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her.
Oh, yeah. Like how fucked up the book is! There's something else.
Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head.
Yuri, are you feeling alright?
I think she's gonna kill us.
Oh, that sudden change of face. Ugh. Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little...
My breathing?
Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat.
I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water.
Alright. Don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the room. What on earth was that about?
Why did you do that? Blanky?
I'm sorry. For some reason, I thought that was a good moment. I was wrong.
Did something happen just now?
I have no idea. Yuri's acting a little strange, I guess.
So you don't know anything.
Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh man, my voice is way more fucked up than I thought it was. Hold on. Blanky vocal exercises. Ah! Are you worried about her?
Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. Okay?
No, nothing.
Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming.
Alright, if you say so.
Anyway, why don't we start sharing our poems with each other?
Shouldn't we wait for Yuri?
Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag.
Why don't you use, like, a bookmark or something? We can't even show it to Yuri.
Yeah, because we go Natsuki.
Are we gonna find Yuri dead now, too?